Good morning, welcome back to the weekly video again. As usual, I am going to go through with you the past stocks highlighted in the email and going to explain to you what is the technical aspect of it. So today I actually plan to go through a little bit of candles and explain to you when technical signal, especially technical signals when it appear, what should you be looking for. Okay, so let's start off with this counter venture. So venture was a highlight in the May of month, 12th of May. So 12th of May, what we were staring at was a fierce sell-off, and venture hit onto a support at 1551. So what happened was that at this particular time, it formed a bullish harami at this oversold. So bullish harami is a candlestick pattern where you see a long black candle pattern followed by a white candle pattern inside this black candle pattern. So to zoom in to show you and explain clearly, you can see this long black, okay, this long black over here, and then this white candle which is inside this black candle. So this is a bullish harami pattern. Now when we look at this kind of pattern, what we are looking at is or not only just bullish reversal candle pattern, all the type of signals that you could be experiencing in terms of trading, or people will tell you this pattern, that signal, all this require a single type of observation going forward. So meaning to say, if you see the pattern next is a bullish pattern needs to have a follow through buying. So what is a follow through buying? A follow through buying is where you see this pattern over here, next day at least must close a little bit higher and then follow through again until it hit resistance over here at $16.01. Okay, so this is a previous support which will be a resistance going forward. But unfortunately, if you look at the venture, you see the next day there is no follow through buying on this bullish harami pattern. In fact, you get a long black again. So in this case, in terms of trading, we don't take action. Why? Because we don't know when the selling stop. Okay, so what you need is a follow through buying. Now sometimes you get this follow through buying over here for this hammer pattern. A hammer pattern is where you get a long lower shadow, zoom in a little bit more over here, a long lower shadow and a small body. So the long lower shadow is 2 times the length of the black candle body or the white candle body over here. So you get a follow through buying over here because the next day it closed higher than this candle. But what we are looking at next is that even so, the next day it didn't continue higher, but it pulled back. But we want to see that there is this continuous action where there is no follow through selling, because you see follow through buying, next day no continue to go up but then sell off again, but after this sell off there is no follow through selling again. So you can see venture is holding well at 1520 thereabouts, and looking at the next course of action. So the next course of action will be decided at this 1540, where if venture were to break out from this 1540, then we may see more upside towards $16, which is quite a good level already, given that this stock is on a downtrend. If it can break 1540, it can break its downtrend as well, because when we talk about downtrend, we see lower high, lower low. So lower high, lower low along the way, and now we are looking at potential infancy of uptrend, where if we were to break 1540 again, I mentioned this third time, 1540 a very important level, 4th time already. So then we will be seeing a potential change in trend. Now fast forward, going to the next counter, UMS. Okay, over here UMS on Friday. Okay, I saw this important major turning point. So what is a major turning point, as I mentioned here? So a major turning point is where you find the candles are resting at confluence of support. So what's the confluence of support? It's multiple support having at the same zone or same level. So for UMS, you can see that UMS is trading at support at 91, and this trend line, this upper trend line is just nearby, which is just broken, but can be a support, and then you see a downtrend line support as well. So this is the turning point. So if these stocks can turn up successfully, it needs to close above 94 cents. So if we can close above 94 cents, then we see a strong potential rebound, and we're expecting the target maybe 104. So currently, where is UMS? So UMS over here, you can see is at 102, very near to our target at 104. If we can break out from this downtrend channel, so this downtrend channel is plotted by, you know, connecting the lower highs and the lower lows together, and we can see a potential change in trend for UMS. So why UMS is so strong today? Because of Nvidia's result, very strong. It helped our tech sector. So Nvidia itself has already gapped out 20 plus over percent at the aftermarket trading in the US. So hopefully we can continue to see UMS to go back into this long-term uptrend channel, where we can see UMS go back to 116 and higher. So hopefully it can do so. And if you are looking at to take part in UMS rally, of course this is not the time for you to chase, but rather we should wait for another opportunity where you find support again, and then we will look to long. Next, let's go to the next counter is Capital Land Invest. So the first highlight was this Monday, where we see a bullish harami again. You can see long black followed by a white candle, and the next one was again re-highlighted on this 23rd May, which was Tuesday. So you can see this Capital Land Invest. And why do I highlight that again? Because it's just a follow-up, and I want to highlight that this counter actually has an opportunity where first you see the bullish harami, no follow through buying because the next day did not go up. Then after that we see the hammer, okay, then we see follow through buying yesterday, and today, although it didn't continue go up. So the next thing for you to watch is whether this black candle turn out to be a showstopper. So if it's not a showstopper, you should hold well above 347 thereabouts, and then after that breakout from 352, then we may see more reversal up towards 369. So of course this today candles and tomorrow candle particularly important, and then we shall see what will happen next week. Now SIFMAC was first highlighted in this particular day on the 11th of May. This is 11th of May, where it was spotted with a symmetrical triangle, and then again highlighted on 23rd over here, 23rd. Okay, so my screen is split, so because I want to highlight emails and counter that was highlighted. So what you can do is you have to focus when you watch this video. You have to focus on this cursor, mouse cursor, where I am referring to. So I am referring to this particular email right now, where I talk about 3 counters: SIFMAC, Capital Land Invest, and Keppel Corp. So I'm expecting the breakout to happen above 71, and to complete this symmetrical triangle. And SIFMAC yesterday actually did so. So it managed to complete the symmetrical triangle by breaking up. Okay. Now we don't have continual running, but the target is 78.5. So it's okay for it to not continue to run, but the most important thing is to hold at support level at 71 again, so that it may provide another opportunity to enter the stocks, right? So let's see whether it can hold at support level. So case in point is that you see here there's a breakout, and then the stocks ultimately pull back before it rebound. So you can see the volume is almost the same when you break out, and of course if we really pull back to support level, maybe 70 cents, that will be our second opportunity, especially for those who missed that dearly. So basically what we are looking at next is Keppel Corp that I want to highlight. Keppel Corp highlighted many times. So Keppel Corp, ST Engineering, Seatrium. So what we are looking at in terms of Keppel Corp is for it to convincingly break out its resistance at 656. So what you can see is Capital Corp quite disappointing. The uptrend is changing because it come down to test this support at 633. So meaning to say the uptrend already over. Okay, when it does so today. So what we are going forward looking for is potential more consolidation sideways, or maybe a reset of the chart before you turn back to uptrend. So the very crucial support to look out for is 629 to 633, and of course if it straight away go back to sideways, is 656 resistance to be tested again, but hopefully this sideways channel turned out to be bullish. So we got to see whether more accumulation coming in during this phase or distribution. So I'm going to go through that on the next video if I see anything lah. Or hopefully it can give me clearer picture. Okay, so the best thing is that we can see multiple bullish candlesticks reversal pattern at the support level, like hammer, bullish engulfing, you know, then we can see potential chance of success for it to go up higher. Okay, next will be this SGX and sets. So SGX, I mentioned in the email clearly that I highlighted these two boxes. So there's a purpose, because you can see here from the first box over here, you can see the mouse cursor, the finger over pointing. It crashed down, then rebound back to this level, and then crash down further. So what you can see is I actually forewarned everybody, yes, SGX is going to go up, but watch for 6942 level, because if it touch this level, it may repeat the same thing again. So if we repeat the same thing again, which characteristic is it gap down on the next day after touching this 942 on the previous sessions, and then it gap down and traded lower, and eventually continue go down lower with follow through selling. Okay, so now you can see SGX. So SGX so predictable. See, gap down again. Okay, and exactly what happened previously, it gap down, and then if you see today close higher 930, watch for the next follow through selling lah. So the follow through selling will break 919 if it's bearish. This is support level, okay, to break. Okay, 920 is a support lah, so 919 break support, and then continue to say. Now the bad side is, of course, we call this anticipation, and then of course it's not a very good anticipation. But the positive side is that if really sell off like that, it presented another opportunity for you to collect SGX at the low lah. So first of all, I don't know why yesterday it rallied so strong, and second of all, I don't know why it sell off again. You know, it's like it's the same thing, repeating over and over again. So see, watch for, if there's any rebound, watch for any failure ahead. So watch for the failure, and of course you can buy at the low, which is good for you to do long-term trading also as well, for long-term investing. Now speaking about long-term investing, our DBS performed quite well, right? In the email that I posted earlier, this was DBS last week, 16 May. So DBS was slated to go this level, or anticipated to go to $31.50 or $32. So yeah, DBS did not disappoint. It actually hit this $31.52, and of course here you see some struggle. It's very natural because it's resistance. UOB 28.45. I don't think it get the strength yet. Okay, it doesn't hit that level. It came close to 28.18, but not as 28.45 as yet. So DBS is stronger bank. So when my client asks me, hey, which one to choose UOB or DBS, I say DBS is forerunner lah. So you front runner lah. Sorry, front runner. So actually, if you want to trade short term, you should go for DBS. If you are going for long term investing, well, I think the opportunity for you to collect is already here. As I mentioned, but it's still at the low. But then if this is not the low, then the next collection level will be about 27 and lower. So never mind, just continue to hold onto these banks which may provide a good return in future. Okay, so I also mentioned these two counters, MACTech and Singtel today. So MACTech actually was yesterday, and MACTech was a technical call lah. It was rebounding, and we want to see is there any follow through buying. So if there's no follow through buying, then of course it's not for you to chase after the stocks. So early morning shows some optimism, but yeah, it did not close higher. But nevertheless, today is looking okay. So there's no follow through selling today. So we shall see where it goes. And then Singtel today, Singtel result was so. Okay, no doubt earnings was up, but not as fantastic as people would like lah, I would say. So what you are looking at is Singtel resting at this support level, and if it breaks down, of course we are looking at the 244 support retested again. So again, I put in the email anticipation of upside, but again, of course, I am looking for follow through buying. So don't take that anybody give you a buy call, or anybody give you a signal means sure buy, close eye buy, and then sell house, sell car, sell everything to buy. No, not the case. Yeah, so you have to still watch for that follow through buying to come in, so that you can participate. Not buy the lower the better, is buy when the buyers are buying is the better, because when the buyers are buying together, you can push your share price higher, and therefore you see more upside. Okay, finally, two counter Seatrium. Disappointing yesterday, did not continue buying after a hammer confirmation, so it still continue to consolidating, or is consolidating in this zone between 124 to 128 or 129 level, and it's very important for it to go back to 133. Seems like it's like an illusion for it to go back to 133 for it to continue its uptrend. Generally, the uptrend remains intact, but still it cannot stay at this zone for a long time, because as it continue to stay here, it may start to change its trend. So you need to really go to 133 like at least next week or the week after latest by then. If not, the uptrend may turn sour and go south before it recover and go back up again. Okay, next ST Engineering. After the dividend, this counter resistance held very strongly. So after dividend adjustment, resistance now adjusted to 373. Previously was about 376, 375, about there. So here we are looking at SC Engineering 372, 373 got resisted and failing to continue higher. So we have to continue to wait. The good thing is the upside remains intact. The trend, the bullishness remain intact. We can see that it is still above its symmetrical triangle over here, and we shall wait further. Okay, so thank you for viewing this video. I will see you again next week. I hope you learned something as well. If you have anything, any questions, feel free to comment. Best is if you can like it and share with your friends, and if your friends need any service from me, join our group. Please feel free to ask him to open an account. It's free with me. Okay, so thank you for viewing. Good day and goodbye.